Okay. Hello, my name is Kate Fennick, and if you're watching this, that means I've disappeared too. God, don't be so dramatic. Today is September 9th, 2016, and after a year of petitioning, the University of Chapel Valley has finally released my dad's research for student viewing. This is the paper he was working on when he disappeared. It's dense, but since the Paranormal Studies department is involved with my dad's... Well, my year's worth of investigating ghost sightings, documentations, and Swayze facsimiles doesn't come close to my father's lifetime of paranormal studies, but it had to do. From what I can tell from my dad's paranormal activity research, all of the paranormal activity is centered around this area. What used to be the Augustine Square, which is now the Augustine Dorms. So if I'm going to find out anything about my father's disappearance, it'll be there. Which brings me to Stephen Moore, the community governor of Augustine. If anyone can help me figure this out, it's him. From here on in, I'll be documenting every minute of my investigation with cameras, security footage, anything I can use. I don't know what happened to my dad, and now that I'm heading down the same path, I want to make sure the same won't be said of me. Alright, I'm in the community commons. The website said the governor's office should be around here.
Administration isn't going to budget for 12 cases of Fresca.
Then I'll pay for them myself. If the residents want poolside refreshments, then they'll have them.
Stephen Moore?
Yes. Hi. How can I help?
My name's Kate. I was wondering if anything unusual has been happening in the building lately, like noises or unexplained phenomena?
No, not at all. Augustine is a fine dormitory. No issues at all. Everyone's happy as a clam.
Well, I only asked because a faculty member's research indicated that this door might be...
Oh, okay, look. I want to respect your time, I really do. But we have a box for residents to voice their complaints, and while we watch it... Okay, look. This week has been a mess as is. I'm trying to organize our community's monthly pool party, but we can't use the pool because a bird died in it, and, well, we can't publicize the event using the word party because of its connotations to alcohol, short shorts, and similar negative influences. So if you're just gonna slander me in that article of yours, then you just...
Wait. Article? What are you talking about?
Aren't you with the Chapel Valley Weekly?
No.
Then what's with the camera?
It's, for a class project for paranormal studies.
Paranormal studies.
Yes, see, there's reason to believe that there are some supernatural forces at work in this general area of campus.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I haven't heard of any green slime or girls climbing out of televisions, so I think we're fine here.
That's not what a real haunting looks like. Listen, if you could just give me your records...
You know, laptops don't have to be plugged in. That's kind of the point.
Would you just help me?
Okay, look. I'm sorry, but I've got a lot on my plate as is. And please don't go bothering the residents about this. The last thing we need are complaints about a nosy ghost detective in the dorms.
A ghost detective would be a detective that's also a ghost. Stupid. Looks like I didn't need that jerk's help anyways. Turns out a lot of complaints have been filed against room...
Kate, right?
What are you doing here?
I'm community governor. I'm allowed to be in the dorm I serve. What are you doing here?
Visiting a friend.
Visiting a friend with all that recording equipment?
Yeah, Shannon and I are allowed to have hobbies.
Right. Well, have a good night. No, you can go.
This is my friend's dorm. Shannon's a nickname.
Okay. Well, what a coincidence. I'm here for 322 as well. There have been an inordinate amount of noise complaints toward the resident of this room.
Oh,
Yeah.
weird.
Well, I'm going to talk to your friend for a moment, if you don't mind.
Not at all.
Hello, it's your community governor, Stephen Moore. Strong interior design choice. So where's your friend?
Soccer practice.
So if you knew they were going to be at soccer practice, why'd you come to hang out with them?
Oh, some teams have weird practice schedules. And it's fine, like, it's
Polite
not...
to wit, which can only mean one thing. Welcome to Do Dorm, the #1 game show by spirits for unsuspecting mortals. A trivia test where the only thing at stake is your soul.
Kate, what the hell is this?
No idea.
Gotcha.
Whoa there! Not so fast. We can't have our contestants running off. Who would entertain our studio audience? The rules are simple. You will be presented with a question. Answer correctly to get one step closer to winning your freedom and a fabulous prize. Answer incorrectly 3 times and your souls will be
Dragged to hell!
What kind of spirit are you?
Looks like we've got a confused Clarence on our hands. You're here to answer questions, not ask them.
Let me go! I'm an authority figure!
No interruptions. That means no speaking unless it's your turn.
Well, looks like we got...
Hey, shut up. I don't want to submit any more complaints to that stupid community governor.
Oh, you don't have to do that. I'm just learning to DJ.
Let's get started with Do Dorm.
Well, I'm fine not going to hell.
Not to mention the fabulous prize. Now, our first question, and the classic on this show, goes to the boy with the librarian face.
You could have just stopped at boy.
Question 1. What type of haunting is this?
I don't know, like, what, a ghost haunting? A ghost haunting!
I'm sorry. The answer was intelligent or interactive activity.
It's a cognizant presence. I could have told you that.
Could you? That's pretty specific knowledge for a class project.
Now, the girl. What world-renowned author famously broke the world record for most waffles eaten in a single sitting in this very town?
Mark Twain?
Oh, no,
Is
Whitman!
I'm sorry. The answer was... That is correct, but still another strike. One more incorrect answer and both of you are headed to hell in a handbasket. I'm only fooling, of course. It's actually an elevator covered in acid spikes.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I was actually planning an event next month. Whitman and Waffles. It'll be topping bar and spoken word poetry. The whole... Yeah, you know it's just not the time.
You're going to have to step up your games if you want to win that fabulous prize and not burn for eternity. Our next question is for the lovely lady in the second row. What 15th century conflict resulted in the dawning of the English Renaissance?
The conflict that resulted in the English Renaissance was the conflict that was called the War of the Roses.
That's one right answer in the history category. Now, on to our questions on mathematics, linguistics, woodworking, and Michael Bublé fun facts.
So, Mr. Announcer Ghost, could you tell me a little bit about this prize we're competing for? Like,
The fabulous prize is what makes Doe Dorm the primetime ghoulish game show it has become. Different every show, our fabulous prize is selected by our very own Carthan Sovereign Leader of the Spirits of Augustine. He does know what the student wants after all. He has ears and...
Glad that worked this time.
Carthan.
I'm never playing HQ trivia again.
Thank God it stopped. Now I can focus on being angry at the tap dancers upstairs. This is all that I am.
Thanks for carrying the camera.
yeah.
It's hard to pack up all this stuff.
Of course. So, you gonna be in Augustine again, investigating this paranormal stuff?
Yeah, there's definitely still questions that need to be answered.
Well, I've got a pile of complaints a mile high on my desk, so if any of them are like this, I'm sure we could just do something. What?
You want to help me?
Well, I mean, if it... I could if you want... If it means winning over the residents, then yes.
All right. If it means I get unfettered access to the dorms, I'm in. I feel like we're on one of those ghost hunting shows. The Ghost Hunters.
I'm pretty sure that already exists. How about the Ghost Searchers?
That just sounds stupid. What about the Ghost Cleaners?
That just makes it sound like dead maids.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll figure it out.